first ASMR video. My name is Brendan, and I hope you all are having an amazing day. Well, I've been wanting to make ASMR for quite a while now, and I figured for my very first video that I would like to play a game that is super relaxing to me, and I hope it can be relaxing for you all as well. Now, this game is called Qless. 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 And this is a solitaire dice game. Now, it's sort of a mix of Scrabble and a classic crossword puzzle, but you play it by yourself. It's super good to, exercise your brain, and it can be super rewarding as well when you solve it. Now, the way this game works is you have 12 dice, right? You have 12 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Each die has 6 letters on it, right? There's every single letter in this tin except for one, and that, of course, is the letter Q. That's why the game is called Qless. Now, the object of the game is to roll all the dice, and then you have to make words out of the dice, and it has to be in the form of a crossword puzzle. Every word must be at least 3 letters long. Alright, so we're gonna get started and play our very first game, and I hope you guys find it nice and relaxing. Also, if you guys like this game, I am by no means affiliated with them, but I will post the link to purchase this game in the description. There's a lot of knockoffs and stuff on Amazon. All right, but the gentleman who makes this game, he seems just like a super nice guy, and I believe he makes them just himself. And I found him on Instagram, so I can provide a link to the website to purchase this game if you guys enjoy it. So, we are going to go into our first roll here, and hopefully we solve our very first game. So, I know that this can be kind of loud. Rolling dice is kind of loud. That's why I have this nice soft blanket here, just to make sure that there isn't any super loud noises. I know the dice itself can be a little loud, so I'm gonna try to be as quiet and as sensitive with these dice as I can, just to make sure that nothing too abrasive or loud, because I want everyone to be nice and relaxed. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna do it kind of like this, as I said, just nice and gentle in my hands. That way, it's not too loud as a matter of fact. Why don't I do like 2 at a time? Okay, let's do 2 at a time. There we go. There we go. sort of organized on the different dice. You can only get up to 3 vowels in a roll. Sometimes you get 2 vowels, sometimes you get 3. There's a couple, like this one, but that has the I on it. This one is all vowels, right? This one here is also all vowels. But the reason that sometimes you don't get 3 vowels is because this third die right here, this one that was in the middle, see there's an N on it, there's an N, there's a Y, you know, so you will always have 2 vowels to work with, but sometimes if you're lucky, you will have 3. So now, as I said, my job is to make words in the form of a crossword with all of the dice that I have here. Now, what I like to do is I like to take the most difficult letter possible. In this case, it'd probably be a J. And I like to start with that because I don't want to worry about the J later. I want to get the J word out of the way, right? Just out of the way. So, I look at the different words. Alright, different potential words here. So I see J, O, and G. Alright. Jog. That's great. That gets the O out of the way because I really don't like working with the O's. But we got the J out of the way. We got one of the O's. So perfect. But now, what I want to do is play off this O. Alright, I have to go down now. So, what I can do is, maybe I don't have an R. Actually, I'm gonna switch things up here. Alright, because I see a long word that I can play right here, and that is the word thong. Kind of funny, right? Alright, so now I just have to see if I can play something with here. Here with this J. So, Jom, that's not a word. Okay, Joel. I can't do jolt, unfortunately. I can't do joy. I can't do... Okay, so... Sorry, guys. I gotta remove the thong. I gotta take the thong away. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to jog here. I'm gonna play it vertically. There's no difference in playing it horizontally or vertically, but sometimes it allows me to, like, see a little bit better. Okay, so... Oh, I got one here. So, off of jog here, I'm gonna play the word cloth. Look at that. That's a really good one, everybody. That's really good. The reason this is good is it gives me more separation, okay? See, if I could only, it gives me more separation so I can play off this H or this C over here, and it's not gonna touch this G. So this is perfect. I'll have a word right there, ion, which is great. But I'm going to keep my vowels and my consonants separate. Alright, now, what do I do here? What do I do? I can play off the H. I can play the word him. That works. I can play the word him. Alright. And then I can play the word cop. But then it leaves me with this N, right? Now, technically, not technically, you might think I can put the N here and play no, but according to the rules of this game, every word has to be at least 3 letters long. So, I'm gonna take that away, right? I'm gonna take that away. And back to the drawing board. Now what I might do here is, I might play moth, because an M might be a little bit easier to I see something right here. This could be where this could work. This could work. So I put clog, right? Clog, and then I can play the word mop, right? So okay, that's perfect. But now I can play the word in, but I don't know if that's a word. I don't know if that is a word. Okay, let me take that. Guys, I just got it. Wow, I can put the C right here. And then I do I-N for chin. Look at that. So now I just have to make sure that I did solve this. I did indeed solve this. So got chin right there. I got moth right there. I got jog, log, and mop. Look at that, everybody. We're 1 for 1. We're batting 1,000 with these games right now. This is incredible. Alright, so hopefully this was a good example of how to play the game and how to solve it. Alright. We have time for, hopefully I can get 3 wins this video. That's my goal. 3 wins. So I'm going to do it again, okay? Just to let you guys know. I'm going to probably roll a little bit more at a time. I got 2 handfuls here. So let's see how this works. I'm going to roll this handful. Oh, that wasn't that bad, I don't think. I'm actually going to roll. Oops. That was, you know what? I'll keep that V there. That was an accident, but I'll keep it. Alright. Gives me a challenge. I'll roll 2 more die. Perfect. Hopefully that's all in the frame here. I'll roll 2 more die. And I'll roll 2 more die. I ended up just doing the 2 at a time. I feel like it's a lot more quiet. Okay, let's see what vowels we have here. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we only have 2 vowels. We have an A and an O. Okay, an A and an O. Now, when I'm setting up my letters right here, I try to like put combinations together that I would use, okay? So for example, CK is always a good one, right? CK is always a really good one. So yeah, alright. I see a couple words right here. I can do the word crack. That's always good. I can do that because it's always good to start with a 5-letter word, okay? But at the same time, oh, okay, I can play the word van. Okay, that's pretty good right there. So I got crack and van. I can also play lack in case I want to get rid of that C, but I think I'm going to leave it there. Alright, perfect. I can play the word C-L-O, clog. And then I have the word pod right there. Look at that. Wow, that was a really easy one. That was awesome. So I got crack, van, clog, and pod. Amazing. Now, this is always good when you can do 2 consonants together and then you play your vowel because, you know, let's say I was thinking about playing the word cold instead. Alright, this is also not necessary. I'm just kind of demonstrating my thought process here. I did see this word first. I saw cold, right? But because the O is right there, it doesn't leave me enough room to play off of it. And I needed to play off of it, so that's why I instead did clog, because I said you always want to have 2 consonants next to each other to start if you can. And then pod right there. Okay, that was awesome. Alright. Looking pretty good on time. I'm gonna try to get at least one more win in, hopefully. Alright. One more win. I'm gonna kind of... Oh. That was an accident. That was a D. Oh, I keep dropping these. Okay. I'm gonna do my 2 at a time method. Okay, 2 at a time. Or I got 3 here. Here we go. Oh no, I have an X and a K. Oops, sorry about that. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do 2 more. An R and a C. Okay, not bad, not bad. 2 more, 2 more. T and a W. Okay, not bad, not bad. Here we go. R and an I. Okay, so we have an I, we have an E. Is there a way I can get another vowel? That would be great. I got another E, that's great. And then I have one more die. An H, okay. Let me organize these here. Organize them, organize them, organize them, organize them. I have E, E, I. E, E, I. Alright. Again, I hope you guys are feeling nice and relaxed. Relax, 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 relax. I tell you, this game puts me in a nice, relaxed mood every time I play it. Sometimes I'll even throw on a record, listen to some music, and play this game. It's just a good way to pass the time. Alright. So, again, got the CK, which is really good, so I can always do something with the CK. Alright. Oops. Got a little notification there, sorry about that. Alright, so, oh, why is this happening? I swore I put my stuff on Do Not Disturb, I swear. Okay. I see the word wreck right here. Wreck. Okay, perfect. That's a great one to start. Alright, but now I need to work on this X. And I think I found a word I can use. I can use the word hex, like you put like a spell on someone, like you put a hex on her. You know, the witch put a hex on I don't know why I'm trying to do sentences like it's a spelling bee or something. I'm just trying to prove to you that it's a word. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay, I have this K, which I actually see a word I can use with this K right here, which is kite. Kite, kite, kite. And then, but the problem is, I only have that rel is not a word, so that's not a word, but I like the idea, Alright. Okay, what if I did W, R, I, if I did right, but then I only have, ooh, writ is a word, Yeah, a writ is a word. Alright, like the writ of assistance. Alright, perfect. And then I can do the word let right there. That is perfect. Perfect. Now I'm just going to look up the definition of the word writ. Because, like I said, I am such a rule follower. And I always want to make sure that I am doing this. Yeah, a writ is a formal written order issued by a court or legal authority that commands a person or group to do a specific action or to stop doing something. Okay. Perfect. Then you know what that means. That means we're 3 for 3, everybody. We are 3 for 3. Alright. And you know what? trusty iPad out of frame so we can see it pricey. Yeah, pricey is spelled P-R-I-C-E-Y. That is perfect, perfect. Alright, so now we can build off of the I and the E, which is great. Well, I'm going to do the word punt right here. Punt. Perfect. Perfect. And then the word peg right here. Peg. And then maybe I can't do that. Let me just switch some things. Oh, hold up. How about this? How about runt? But then, let me take that Y. Yo, guys. You know how back in school they said A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y? Well, guess what? This is one of those times right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so we got price, runt. I could also make that punt if I wanted to, but runt works. Peg and pry. Alright, everybody. Well, I think this will just about do it for my very first ASMR video. I know it wasn't perfect. I know there might be some moments that, maybe things were loud, the AC's going off, so that's kind of a constant